Still to come, Batman and Batgirl make an entrance. Simpson talks about his role in Star Wars Episode 3. And if I were a betting man, I'd put money on the fact that the turds are likely to hit our screens very soon. Turdtastic, baby.
One thing that there's no shortage of at this event is Star Wars characters. Many, of course, are enthusiasts, here to dress up and have a good time. But others are actors who have actually worked on the films. Simpson has had his fair share of Star Wars experience, playing a fighter pilot on Naboo and doubling for the role of Anakin Skywalker.
From childhood, I was a huge Star Wars fan. You know, my dad took me to see Empire Strikes Back when I was 7. That was the first film I saw. And it still seems surreal to think, oh yeah, I worked in the films. But that's a crazy experience to actually be wearing the costume and, you know, George Lucas actually calling you Anakin, whether it's because he can't remember your real name or, just for the sake of it. But, Anakin, take a step to your left. When you hear those words on set, and you're sort of torn between being the professional on set, you have to, do as directed, but also there's that little kid inside you going, George Lucas just called me Anakin. Oh my God.
Well, where there's Anakin, there's always Obi Wan. And we spotted him vigorously playing with his weapon. Very impressive too. But how does a normal person become a Jedi?
It's about the time of Attack of the Clones, I'd got a beard and people said, do you know who you look like? And I was like, no. And I went to see the film and I came out as Obi Wan. I just got into character, it was really easy. And then all these kids mobbed me, and then I came to memorabilia and someone said, would you like to join the UK Garrison? That was it. 2 years on, I'm still doing it.
So you are now Obi Wan Kenobi?
Yes, it's become quite odd. I have a normal job and it's me, and then on the weekends I become Obi Wan Kenobi.
So these stormtroopers then,
Mm-hmm.
we've seen a lot of these stormtroopers
yes.
around. They're not too bright, are they?
No, they're not really, no. They're not the smartest of people, really. I shouldn't really say that because some of them are quite good friends, but as characters, they're not very clever, no. Very easy to influence. Yeah, so good to have when you go drinking, though. You will buy the next round. Yep, sure. And that's quite good.
I must try that at some point. I wonder whether I can get an invite to the UK Garrison Christmas party. Anyway, moving away from the Star Wars theme, I was on the lookout for yet more personalities, and guess who I ran into? Came round the corner, and who should I meet? But Batgirl and Batman. Hello.
Hello there, Simpson.
Is this a sort of normal hangout for you two?
Yeah, I've got a load of these shows, the best shows in the entire world.
I mean, coming in couldn't have been a problem. You could choose whichever entrance you liked.
Coming in our secret identities.
Oh, you don't want to give those away?
No. Might compromise our crime-fighting careers.
Of course.
Are you on a mission?
Yes, we are. We think we may have seen the Riddler around, but we're keeping a sharp eye out.
But the incredibly sassy Batgirl soon proved that you should always trust a woman's intuition.
Have you seen the Joker? That way, Batgirl. That way.
Never mind, Batman, you can't be right all the time. If I were the Joker, I'd be very worried right now.
Yep, I'd be pretty much pooping myself too. And while we're talking about stacking high in transit, can you believe that a UK firm is making a fortune from turds? It's true, the turds created by Pacemaker UK are based around popular phrases and parody, and apparently have great appeal to British toilet humour. I popped in for a chat with the creators of this insane craze and got a preview of some turds that have not yet been released. Ew! But isn't that a bit weird to be so fascinated with your turds?
It's the strangest thing ever when you go over to the factory and you see the factory and you see literally 500 turds on a table being painted eye by eye. It's just an absolutely incredible sight to see. It's just
we supply currently Japan. We just started in the US, which is through a chain called Spencer Gifts. Italy goes live in September, and there's a very, very big push in Italy, believe it or not. And I hate to use the word push and turds and all the rest of it, I do apologise.
Well, we've squeezed some into the territory.
We have.
There's a lot of straining involved, doesn't there?
Yeah, I mean, otherwise we could have got flushed out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is world domination part of your grand strategy?
Most certainly.
Yeah.
But world domination by keeping it cold, keeping it fun, and ideally, and more importantly, we'd like to try and take the characters to life, because it's not about it's life beyond the bulb. So there's a whole world. You know, you have everything from Bog Central to Sludge Beach to Area 50 Poo, and then within each of those areas there are characters that interact and so on. So there's a whole metropolis.
Possible feature film in the long run?
Hey, I don't want to plug, but to be honest, that's where we'd really like to take it.
Yeah.
And if I were a betting man, I'd put money on the fact that the Turds are likely to hit our screens very soon. What's more, when you consider the successive cartoons such as South Park, this is one series that has the potential to take the world by storm. Turdtastic, baby.
Well, we didn't manage to see everything at this event, but we'll be back at the NEC on the 24th and 25th of November for the Winter Memorabilia Show. Organisers tell us that the Winter Show is already looking as if it's going to be the best event yet, with names like Ron Perlman, Caroline Munro and Richard Keel rumoured to attend. But if you'd like to keep up to date with show developments and even win some prizes, then you can register at the Memorabilia website by visiting www.memorabilia-members.co.uk.
That was pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. Didn't know what to expect when we got in there, but it was
Pretty good stuff, guys.
absolutely
My
lovely.
interview with Kit was just the best. I loved it. What was your favourite bit, Kim?
I mean, Batman and Batgirl, I mean, you have to pretty...
Thigh-high boots.
Thigh-high boots.
I'm going to have to see your passes.
We're filming.
We can't interrupt. Sorry, we're actually on...
I don't care. I need to see your passes.
You can stick your passes up your jacksie. Yeah, exactly.
That told him. Well, comes in here, dressed up like that, and thinks you can get away with that.
Anyway,
Pushing
it
us
was a
off the
brilliant
set.
show
It was an
from the
excellent
NEC. This is Tim, John, and Kim saying 2 pips. Go on, boys. Go
Thank
on.
you.